Hello, Commanders. It is I, Valor. Welcome back to another Supreme Commander cast. Um, yeah, it's on Setons Clutch. A few changes. You'll see that the Eco View is right here. Thank you, Alphahex, for um, handing me this. I'll put good use to this. um, and yeah, so you'll see all um, the names of the players, the color, Um, obviously mass per second, energy per second, research, and research per second. Um, yeah, if you watch Stealspeaks, you already know what this does. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. This on the right will be Team 1, Team 2 will be on the bottom. So let's go ahead and introduce our players. We got, what is it, Kifo, spawning in as the white Cybern Commander, looking like he's going for research, structure, and getting all his eco. As the Olive Commander, we have Lucan spawning in as the Olive Aeon Commander, getting down to uh, air factories and dropping down all his core eco. And at the right top, we have BG spawning in as the Green UEF Commander. Looks like he's going to get that early naval factory, dropping down all his eco. And we have Infinity dropping down as the purple Aeon Commander, dropping down to land factories, getting his eco. Kind of missing that fourth one. I don't know if that was yep, there we go. And if that was intentional. And starting off for Team 2, spawning in as the brown Aeon Commander, we got Alphahex, dropping down at 3 research centers. I just said centers. Station, excuse me, wow. And then on the left side, we got Manalo, spawning in as the blue UEF commander, dropping down 2 research stations, and also getting um, a naval factory up. And as their air player, dropping down as the yellow UEF commander, we have Rockspan, dropping down 2 air factories, getting all his eco as well. And spawning in as the red UEF commander, we have A, his name's really purple, but we'll just call him A so we don't mix it up with Infinity. We have A spawning in as the red UEF commander, dropping down 2 naval factories. And yeah, that is all our players. Does it like 2 scouts for Rockspan are out? So they're gonna Team 2 is gonna be able to see what they're cooking back here. Does it look like Lucan's first scout is out? So we'll see how far that gets as well. We have a couple tiger sharks coming out for BG. And does it look like Infinity is going to be pushing middle? Alphax now getting the radar down. See what's going on. Alright. The scout for Lucan is almost there. Little air fight here in the ocean. Lucan's probably going to be able to, might be able to pull it out. Just because his fighters have more health. Almost gets his down. Don't know if they're going to keep pursuing. Yep, he's turning around. And then we do have an engagement here in the middle against Purple and Infinity. Doesn't have that many units to make a difference at this point. So 1 tank down. 2 tanks down. Not be a third. Oh no, just went right out of range. And then for that little air fight, does look like Lucan did win that. So that's a little bit of a boost. That way he's not too far ahead. Infinity's just letting his commander chill there. Taking it from the back. Yeah, I know you got a dirty mind when I said that. Anyway, alright. So it does look like Alphahex is holding him off with just his ACU at this moment. Alphahex being really aggressive right now. Pushing middle. And Alphahex is getting 2 factories out. So that should start making a difference. If Infinity can't make a stand right here and push him back. No, Alphahex is going to take that radar. And we do see some Salems coming out from Kifo. So that is going to start putting a little pressure on Alpha. Oh, he did get legs on his ship, so we'll see how that goes. A little too close to Alphahex, taking a lot of damage. Alright, Infinity did drop the point defense down, so we will see what happens. Does look like Manilo is going to get Kifo Salem. Another one comes out, but it's just not going to be able to do it. See, not too much happening on the right side at the moment. Does look like Manilo is pushing with his subs. We might get that second Salem. But Lucan is ground firing his air. Pro move. And that's going to even the field, so Manilo can't harass the Salems. That is a really good move. We do have BG sub surfacing, harassing Alphahex, making Alphahex micro more than he's ever microed. No, I'm pretty sure Alphahex would be a more high pressure situation. But regardless, it's still making him micro a lot. BG, is he gonna get that? Nope. He was close to getting that. Does look like Red is pushing his subs to go ahead and counter BG. Fairly even. How much else? 26, 31. So red subs, A subs are a little bit more stronger, but BG just has the numbers right now. BG is getting a naval factor right in the middle. We have an engagement in the middle as well. As I'm in the middle on the water. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, overcharge from Alphahex. Making a difference. Taking out pretty much all the built up forces Infinity was storing. Nano from Alphahex, healing him just a little bit. Infinity's going to build another PD because that is just, it's like a queen on a chessboard right now. Depending on what Alphahex does, if he makes good moves, it's going to put him out. TML is hitting Infinity as well from Alphahex. Kifo is going to move in his Salems a little bit, it looked like, to get some shots. BG is doing the same. And I just shots everywhere. A PD hitting. So this is the boundary right there. All those subs are hitting. Alphahex is going to go for it. There's a lot of sub fire. Not too much going on with air right now. Wonder if that'll change here anytime soon. And again, Alphahex does have a lot of AA. Again, BG pushing with his subs. Might be a little too close this time. Nope. Thought he was going to go for overcharge that time. It does look like Red is pushing his subs to give BG a little bit more pressure. Way Alphahex can have freedom to move. Again, white doesn't really have too many Salems, especially with Manilo's subs. There's just nothing he can do. We do have 3 PDs out for Infinity, so that's going to keep Alphahex at bay for just a little bit. We do have the air battle over here happening. This might decide the game. He does look like he's flinging back his subs just a little bit. Looks like a fairly even battle. Rockspan just got reinforcements. Oh, but Lucan's turning around. Uh-oh. It looks like Lucan is going to pull this out. Lucan is definitely winning that air fight. And then back to the middle. Manilo is pushing his subs from the Salems that Kifo sent to pressure Alphahex. Alphahex is finally in the yellow, about 14,000 health. And Manilo's just going to keep pushing his subs. Alphahex now down to 12,000. Just got the nano and healed all the way back up to 16. Almost 17. That's crazy. Manilo is sending cruisers out. So that's going to start putting a big dent in Infinity's forward base he's built. Oh, and he is hitting Infinity as well, head on. Infinity's going to send his troops out. Don't know if they'll make much of a difference. Alphahex is pushing and overcharge from Alpha. Just going to make short work of Infinity's army. Oh yeah, Infinity lost more than half of his force. BG's trying to do what he can on his side, surface the subs and harass Alpha's base, but you know, with the subs they don't really got too much range. They did end up getting the radar from Infinity. Lots of pressure here in the middle. Infinity won't be able to hold that at all. Yeah, that is just devastating. Kifo's trying to send his Salems forward, but he just has too many. The Salems are doing short work on those cruisers, but the middle is fair game now. Infinity has lost pretty much all his forces, and Lucan's air won't really be able to do anything with all that AA. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Naval battle from Kifo and Menelo. Heating up here a little bit. Those subs are starting to make his Salem destroyers. They're starting to take a lot of damage and wear them down. Oh, and in the middle, Alphahex got onto Infinity and overcharged him, and boom, there goes Infinity. So now their front is left defenseless. Kifo's Salems are trying to get in there. BG send his subs too. Alphahex is pretty much losing all of his land right now. Will they be able to get Alphahex? But Alphahex is just dancing. Alphahex did overcharge. Kifo's got to move his troops. He's been too close. Recipe for disaster. Losing a good chunk of his navy. Now Manilo's going to push his subs forward. And I don't think Kifo has enough to deal with all those subs. Now A is pushing BG. BG had to pull off, taking out one of his factories and the sonar. Yeah, but A's subs are just twice as strong as BG, so he's having to really put some damage on. It doesn't look like BG subs can keep up with all that health. Guys, I'd say it's fairly even with how much health. Lucan is trying to ground fire and help him out just a little bit, but I mean it's gonna be a really hardful fight. They did get the advantage on him with the numbers, the way he's doing the sub trick, so that is really good. Alphahex over here destroying Lucan's base. That's absolutely harassing him. It did look like Kifo was going to move inland to at least try to get some pressure off of Alphahex, but now Manilow is pushing his naval force, and this is going to be really where I believe it decides both sides. But I think Red just has too many subs for BG to do anything over here. We'll see, it's close. He's trying to get him. The Salem's over on this side, just pretty much done. Trying to take as many cruisers as they can out before all those subs get him. There's Alphahex walking back. Now, does BG have enough to take at least one of them out of the game? I don't think so. Lucan is round firing Alphahex, or at least trying to. He's gotten a little bit. Yeah, BG subs are just toast. They took an even amount, I'd say, of damage. Taking out 2 of Red's naval factories. Back up here. See what's going on. Yeah, not too many Salems that Kifo can use to defend against Manilow. It's like both teams will live to fight another day temporarily. In that big air fight, nothing's really happened too much with the air. That was a pretty big air fight though, so they pretty much diminished each other's numbers. And with the amount Lucan has, Rockspan really just doesn't have the numbers to deal with him right now. Looks like Alphahex is sending plenty of AA and TML with Manilow's naval force. See if they can maybe take White out of the game. White not really having a force to deal with all of this. Like, there's just no way. Yeah, it's going to be a really tough fight. Like, BG's getting in a little close, building a couple cruisers. Maybe to move him into Alpha and stop him from producing units, but we will see. I believe this might be where Kifo gets taken out of the game. Oh yeah, and there goes Kifo's naval force. I believe this is over. Alright, sorry about that little cut. I had to go do something real quick. And the little battleship pretty much got destroyed. I forgot the name of those. I didn't even have a chance to look. But Kifo's navy is pretty much out of the game. There's no way he can recover. There's just too many subs. Surface them so he can get that extra damage. Those cruisers are putting in work now. Not too many developments from the right side. Still fairly even on the naval game, especially with that air. We'll see what happens there in a second. Manilow's cruisers are pretty much just dismantling this whole area. Alphahex sitting as commander, they're probably going to look for an opportunity. We do have a naval battle and an air fight. This might decide the game right here. see how these are going. Trying to watch both of them at the same time. Oh lord. Lucan is trying to help with the naval game again. Weren't very successful that time. That one. He's trying. Does it look like BG is going to take this naval fight though? Oh, but Alphahex with his units, I believe they have torps on them, torpedoes. Do they? They do. Yeah, and that is just going to change that right around. Lucan's going to have to take this air fight, or else it's going to be for sure game. Lots going on right now. Red did get one of the naval factories from BG. Lucan coming back, trying to support his naval force. They're fairly even. Looks like Red might have a little bit of the upper hand right here. Rockspin coming back in with his air force. And with Alphahex's AA, might prove a difference. Oh lord. That's just chaos. Looks like Lucan is still going to hold air for now. But now there's a big push on the right side. Does look like Alphahex's little land force is going on, forcing Kifo to make PD. So we'll see how long that lasts. Alphahex did TP his forces in the middle of BG's factories. Lucan's trying to hold them off. But I think this might be the beginning of the end for Team 1. Yeah, Rockspam did a number on Lucan's Air Force, so it's not as big as it used to be. Going to have to try and deal with this. Might take out a second factory. Yep. Oof, and Lucan has died. I don't know if that was a control K of him just giving up, or if Alphahex's troops got him. But does it look like BG did control K as well, and Kifo did, and that is going to be game. So, yeah, they pretty much, after they lost that right side, I think they knew it was pretty much game. Good game to both the players. It was a really, it was a really great match. Um, yeah, it was actually a really entertaining match. So for the winners, we got Manilow, we got Red, A, Purple, whatever you want to be called by, and then we do have Rockspan. Rockspan, the one who left. Credits to his deceased markings. And then we do have the Alphahex. Thank you, Alphahex, for sending me this replay. I appreciate it greatly. Let me see if I can get in here. Yeah, there we go. I I appreciate it greatly for you sending me this. It was a really entertaining match. And yeah, if you guys would like to see more casts, go ahead and subscribe to me. Also, check out the channels in the description. There's more Supreme Commander 2 content to be watched. Anyways, thanks again, Alphahex. Thank you for sending me the Eco Viewer. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.